and welcome to Titanium Talas Tarot. And today I will be doing a video on how to strengthen your intuition. Okay? So, this is for everybody. Of course, it's just general information that I'm passing on. And the way I work for how to strengthen your intuition is that I share what I know or what I found through my researches, and I also don't forget these are suggestions, which means that if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. You can even do your own research. And if you tell me about it, I can add it here. So, now, with that being said, my gorgeous collective, let's get into this week's info, okay? There is one key factor which helps your intuition grow stronger or grow dimmer, okay? And it is your nutrition. Now, so what I've also found is that intention changes a lot of things, okay? For some people, all right, garlic and onions are very bad for your intuition. For other people, it helps because I think the logic is white foods help with your intuition, and some people think that, like, I know garlic and onion aren't that good for you. When I'm thinking about the Indians mostly, because my one of the people I work with currently suggested that I stop eating garlic and onions to strengthen my intuition. Now, the downside of that is that yes, it does kind of hinder your immune system not having that boost, but it depends. Now, I noticed that it helped my intuition. And I noticed that when I did have garlic, at least at the beginning, it kind of affected my intuition and how connected I was to it. How my connection to my higher self was weakened because of it. Now, I don't know if it had anything to do with that, but on that specific day, I had a very tough day. It was long, I had a lot to do, I had people kind of stressing me out, you know, and so I don't know, it might be a multitude of factors, it might be all of that, but don't forget, okay, garlic and onions, although pretty white, aren't completely white, especially garlic, okay? When you cut into a garlic, the inside is green, right? Because it's still ripe and there's still more to grow from it, because you know that, I don't know if you know, but a garlic is part of the seed. It's like a part of the bulb. So when a garlic actually grows, it has leaves, and the leaves, where does it come up from? But well, from the middle of the garlic, right? So it's actually not all white. So I think that's where it has a little bit of that's where you would think that it's not really that helpful for your intuition. Now, I say this because I say that it all depends on your intention, because your belief of something will affect it. Okay? Now, Henry Ford has a saying. Okay, it goes: if you believe you can't, or if you think you can, or if you think you can't, either way you're right. It is the thinking that makes it so. And if you take that and you take it to another thing, if you apply it to what I just said, it makes sense, because you need to remember that in science they found out that everything, even to the smallest atom, okay, is made of 99.9999999999999% air, which means that, well, if you extrapolate and you think about it, how you send out your energy, how you send out your thoughts, your emotions, all those things affect anything you have around you. Do you think that it is a certain, it's uh, that there's, oh my goodness, use your words, Talad. You think that it's a it's a coincidence that when you feel bad, all of your physiology changes all at once, you know? And just by looking at someone's physiology, you can see where they are, where their frame of mind is, and how they feel about what they're in front of. I mean, everything is interconnected, okay? And the intention and the thoughts and the energy you put out, because we're all, you can say that we are all beacons of a certain sense. Just as out when someone enters a room, you can feel the energy being sucked out of it or the energy being brought into the room. That is the same exact thing that happens with all of us. Okay, we are all emitters. We're all beacons in a sense. So, one of the easiest ways to affect that is to make sure that you are nutritionally well kept. So that is why I would suggest that you eat good things. You know, not avoid low vibe calories. I mean, sometimes it's what you're drawn to. Don't get me wrong. I ate a full bag of popcorn yesterday. Ooh, I just wanted to. Sometimes it helps. Okay? You need to scratch a little. Scratch it and get over with. Right? But for most of the time, you can't just continuously eat the same thing over and over again. But the reason why I'm doing this, how to strengthen your intuition, is that there are multiple ways of strengthening your intuition, and you can choose which one you would prefer to use to strengthen your intuition. So, like I've always said, you don't need to listen to me. You can do your own research. And let's just say there's one thing you don't like, you can tell me, Talar, I would rather you talk about something else. Can you tell me if I can strengthen my intuition this way? Or I always thought that this works for me, why not try that? You know, there are billions of people on this planet. So in my opinion, there are billions of ways to strengthen your intuition. Okay, one of which is your intention, another one is your diet, another one is humming, another one might be singing, another one might be affirmations or mantras or listening to music that bring your vibe up, because that also is a very good way of strengthening your intuition, your connection to source, your connection to everything around you, just being able to calm down. Meditation also helps. You know, what you do in meditation is that you concentrate on one side of your being, because we have three sides, right? We are a physical being, so we're talking about the body. We are an energetic being, so you're talking about the energetic body, which is inside, integrated to your physical body. And then you have your soul. Now, I know not everyone believes that. That's just what I believe, okay? Then you have your soul, your core. It could be your core, or some people see it as your aura, right? What embodies you. Because apparently, for some people, your soul is outside of your body, which is fine. It's like the bigger part of you. Have you ever seen like anime where I'm thinking of Avatar, the Last Airbender, and when they get into like Avatar state, you see them big bodies moving. You know, it's just they grow in size, and that's how they battle like big monsters. At least that's the way they do it in the show. Now imagine if you as a soul are that big. I mean, I'm throwing it out there. It might not even be true, but it's not important. I'm just saying that if it were, why not? We don't know this for a fact. Some people say that the soul lives inside of you. Other people say the soul is outside of you. Does it really matter? All I know is that you're an energetic being living a human experience on this plane of existence for this life because you wanted to learn a specific lesson to take back to heaven. That's just me. You don't need to believe me, is what I think. Okay? And so, it's really important to remember that the way you think about something automatically taints the way you see it. And if you take that and you extrapolate from it, and if you say, okay, Talad, if you're telling me that my way of thinking automatically affects everything I perceive and everything I experience, then that would mean that if I perceive something a certain way and I want to change my way of perceiving it, then I can change it. Yes, you can. I mean, it's gonna take a while, okay? Because your neural pathways inside of your mind, the chain of neurons that your brain is comprised of, like, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 31, and so my chains of neurons are 31 years old, 31 going on 32, right? They're not that old, but the older they are, the harder they are to break, and the harder they are to rearrange and reconnect in a way. But actually, that was the way that I got better from my car accident, right? For those who aren't aware, for those who haven't heard this story, I was in a car accident at 19 years old. I was actually hit by a car. And so when came time to get better, okay, I had a lot to go through because my brain was so bruised. I had a very big bruise on my brain. And a bruise on your brain is equivalent to like the neurons you've killed. Okay? So I had a very large amount of neurons to reconnect to healthy neurons. And just so you know, neurons are not like other cells in your body. Neurons take years to get better, if they ever do. Because neurons, once you kill them, are dead. They're dead. You can't get them back. But what you can do is reconnect them to other ones who are healthy and that can rebuild your neural networks. So that is what I did. It took me like 5 to 7 years to do the main things, then 7 to 10 years to get the more fine things connected back. Like when I say fine things, I mean interpersonal communication skills, how to interact with people, how to interact in society, what to say, what to do, how to talk, those kinds of things. Those things that you learn when you're a kid, that is what I had lost and that I need to regain. And that is what took so long, by the way. But once I got them down, everything just smoothly flew. Alright? So all I'm saying is that if ever you find something within yourself that you would like to change, you can change it. It's going to be hard, but it is one of the most rewarding things. Actually, I'm reading this book by Brendan Burchard, and he talks of challenges. And depending on the depth of your challenge is how like alive you'll feel, how engaged you'll feel in your life. And one of my hardest things back in the day, okay, I'm not gonna lie, okay, it was getting my head straight, my neurons straight. And that really took all of my effort. So for, you can say, 7 years, it took a ton of work on my mental processes to get back to what I was before. Okay, not physically, because that was taken care of in the hospital, but um, socially, because I was extremely antisocial, or I was very social, but my socialness was very, this was not appealing in any sense. Okay, I actually pushed people away because I was so full of myself. Yeah, that shit happened. Okay, so I mean, all once you have methods to really help you strengthen your intuition, but not just your intuition, because your nutrition helps a lot of things. It not only helps your physical appearance, but it helps as well your memory. It can help your sight, it can help your digestion, it can help your skin healthiness, everything. There is a very close connection to everything through your diet. Okay? It's very important to remember these things. And so that is why I'm here. But also, one other thing that also helps your intuition, it is to decalcify your pineal gland. Okay? And I started my awakening, or my strength, the strengthening of my intuition, this way. I decalcified my pineal gland. Okay, there are a couple of notes that you can hum. All right, there is things that you can avoid eating or drinking. That also helps. Yes, and those are the ways that I started to cleanse, that I started doing, that really helped. Okay, and that's why I'm saying that garlics and onion, cutting garlic and onion for a little while helped me a lot. It actually helped my reading abilities. When I read, I actually see more, get more detail from a card than I used to. Okay, so that is why I am suggesting that you pay more close attention to your diet. And it's kind of hard because there's garlic in everything, garlic and onion in everything these days. So you gotta check before you eat something. I actually had to restart the whole detox once or twice, actually 3 or 4 times, because I ate something that I shouldn't have. Things we do, right? So, that is all that I have for you guys this week, my lovelies. If you guys like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to help. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Okay? Now, with that being said, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on the notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. Okay, lately I've mentioned that I do answer all of them. I just don't answer a couple, but I can like count them on one hand of the times I don't answer an email during a month, okay? So, with that being said, my lovely collective, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!